Hi everyone, it's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do the weekly reading. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're safe. Hope you're doing okay. So let's see what the general message is for everybody for today. What is the message, please? All right. Show us what the message is, please. What is the message for today? What is the message for today? We have the Justice. And what is the message for today, please? We have the Knight of Swords. Show us what the message is, please. What is the message? We have the Seven of Wands. All right. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So there's some sort of ethical decision that you're making. You're kind of in between. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a decision. I'm getting like it could be about learning. It could be like you're kind of in this learning process. You're like in between, the stages where between you not knowing something and then like kind of mastering it or becoming competent at it. I'm kind of getting a sense that that's what's happening. And so there's some sort of there could be a decision and usually when the justice card comes up for me, it's about ethics as well. We do have, so there is something coming in. I think it's about, with this justice card, I think it's about this communication, some sort of communication or some sort of thought or idea. You're still trying to overcome something. There's something that you're still trying to overcome in your life. There's still something that you're trying to some obstacle that you're trying to be victorious over. And this could deal with work. It could also be your family life or just your general abundance in general. So I will clarify these cards to see if we get a bigger picture. So yeah, there's some sort of fast thinking, fast learning, fast speaking going on with this, and it has to do with overcoming some sort of obstacle, and you're sort of trying to align yourself with your values, with your morals, your ethics. You're wanting to move in a direction that is going to bring this abundance. So let's see. I will clarify these cards out and see if I can get a bigger picture. So show me why we have the Justice, Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, and Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Justice energy here? Why is the energy of Justice here, please? We have the Seven of Wands again. Yeah, so definitely overcoming. There's some sort of obstacle, some sort of endurance or strength, endurance, and perseverance that you're having to have within this situation. Show me why the Knight of Swords is here. Why is this Knight of Swords energy here? Why is this Knight of Swords energy here? Why is this Knight of Swords energy here? I thought one was coming out, but then it went back in. Why is the Knight of Swords energy here? Okay, we have the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Wow, so I have 4 sevens now. So 7 is the number, it's a prime number. So prime numbers are divisible by 1 and themselves. So this is something going on. This is between you and the universe, you and God, you and your higher self. Um, I don't care what you call it or who it is for you. There's something that you're overcoming between yourself and like your higher self or God or spirit. Show me why the Seven of Wands energy is here, please. Show me why the Seven of Wands energy is here, please. We have the Sun, and then on the bottom we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely something you're trying to overcome because I have four sevens here. And so this is like a personal journey. You are, I feel like you are in the middle of a learning process, like I said before, with this Justice and the Seven of Wands. You're in the middle of the learning process. You're in that difficult part, that limbo part where it's like that in between, you know, understanding that there's something that you need to learn and not quite grasping exactly how to become competent in it yet. And so this could be dealing with anything in your life. As I mentioned before, this definitely has to do with um, ethics and morals, but it can also be about like balancing out, centering yourself, balancing yourself out with your life. Um, so the we have the Knight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. And so what this is saying to me is that there is very like fast movement, but I feel like you're sort of like doubting yourself. Maybe there are too many options. Maybe you're not narrowing down like how you want to come across or what it is you're trying to go for. Maybe it's just like emotionally overwhelming right now and you're just like moving forward full speed, even though you're sort of like doubting yourself. You're kind of like having this self-doubt. You're kind of feeling like this imposter syndrome. Um, and with the Seven of Cups, it's like super emotionally overwhelming. There could be like too much happening right now for you um, to be able to be sorry, what's the word? To be successful in this. Sorry, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But that's what I'm saying with this Justice card is maybe it's like about balancing. It's about like centering yourself, finding out how you can maybe eliminate some of this emotional overwhelm. And also, it's about like trusting yourself and knowing that you know you have the answers that you're seeking. But I don't know. With this Knight of Swords, I guess the only thing that would concern me is just this is like the fast pace moving forward with speaking or thinking or um, it has to do with communication, thoughts. So I think like maybe taking a moment, like just taking a break from that, instead of just instead of just like pushing through. I see you sort of like pushing through this emotional overwhelm and these feelings of inadequacy or these thinking that um, that maybe you're not like trusting yourself, and so I feel like this needs to be addressed before you move forward, if that makes sense. If before you move forward, I think you'll have a better outcome. Um, Again, we have the Seven of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands here twice, and this time the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Sun. So this tells me that there definitely will be clarity. This is an obstacle that you're going to have to overcome. You're going to have to be um, determined. You're going to have to persevere, but it's definitely something that you can do, and it's definitely something where there's going to be a lot of abundance. You're not only going to have clarity, but it's going to be like seeing the light, like having the light shone on whatever was in the dark before. So this is telling me that there is success. There is potential for this success in whatever this learning process is. Whatever it is that you're trying to learn right now, there's definitely going to be success with that, or there's definitely potential for success. So my cards don't tell the future, they just give you a guide for, um, you know, what's going on in your life. And so so kind of like maybe knowing some of this stuff helps you to decide which way you want to go with it. But ultimately, like these cards aren't set in stone. You get to change your mind. Like if you see something here that you don't like, and now this resonates for you and now I'm telling you that you don't like it, you can make a conscious effort to change that. But this is what I'm getting. This is the potential for the outcome is the sun, the clarity, the abundance, the joy. And then, so the bottom of the deck for me is kind of like the overall energy. So we have the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Swords. And so it's kind of like you are, you know, you are going for this abundance, but you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck. And I think that you're feeling stuck because you are this sort of middle row here with this Knight of Swords, Seven of Cups, and Seven of Swords is telling me that this is why you feel stuck because you are, kind of moving forward too fast. You're not really like paying attention to these emotions. You're not paying attention to these thoughts. And these need to be attended to in order to have this abundance, because I think that's kind of what these Seven of Wands is. This is like the learning process. It's like you're going to have to go through this. You're going to have to somehow figure out a way to get through this. You're going to have to persevere. And so that's pretty much what the message is. That's why you're feeling stuck at this time, because you need to persevere through this learning process. I'm seeing definitely it's like a learning process. That's definitely what I'm seeing. Um, because just the cards that I have here, they're just showing me this is a learning process. This is kind of like, I mean, I would say everybody goes through this at some point. Everybody has gone through this at some point. But I do want you to know there is definitely, definitely a lot of potential for abundance. So that's a beautiful message. This is just a learning process. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to um, you know, even though it's a struggle, it's really not a struggle that should be shamed or you should be ashamed of or that you should feel badly about for yourself, because this is like typical, this is like an everyday occurrence in human life, I would say. Like everybody goes through this all the time. That's kind of how we learn things. That's kind of how we change and we grow. So I'm going to pull one of these mystical shaman oracles and I'll wrap this up for you, and hopefully this resonated. I think it's a beautiful message, beautiful reading. I have faith that whoever this is resonating for, you can overcome this and you can learn what you need to know. So let's see, what is the message, please? Show me, what other messages do we have, please? What other messages do we have regarding the spread? Whoa, okay. So we have number 31, the lower world, and then these were kind of stuck together. I have number 49, soul retrieval, and I will take both of these. I don't know, these cards stick together, but I'll take both of them. So I'll read from the book for you guys. So 31, which is a 4, which is about stability. 4s are about stability. So let's see what it says for this one. 31, the lower world. So the invitation, it's time to unearth your hidden treasures. Do not make yourself small in order for others to like or accept you. Bring out the gems and precious stones that you have kept inside your heart, hidden even from yourself. It's time to honor your past and recast your life as a heroic quest. As you journey into the lower world, you will be offered all the gifts of your ancestors. Their struggles, the way they hurt, the way they lived, and the way they died will become blessings. Wow, that's beautiful. I love the imagery on this card too. I don't know if you guys could see that, but look at that. That's so beautiful. Okay, and then soul retrieval, number 49. And 49 will break down into a, I think that's another, is that another 4? Yeah. Sorry. Math and stuff. Okay. So yeah, 4, stability. So see, you are stable. Universe is telling you you're stable. So soul retrieval, the the invitation. You are no longer fragmented. You are one with creation. You have healed the cause of the pain you feel, so you do not need to dwell on it any longer. Really, it's true. If you are still hovering over an old wound, find a new flight path. Don't be distracted with the little stuff you've already mastered. Go for the big one, the journey back to Eden. And then this one has like, looks like a little bee, a bee or something on it. But yeah, so with these two cards, I guess this is beautiful, but with these two cards, I just wanted to say, so it's kind of like, it's saying like, going into this sort of darkness, you're going into this darkness, you're recognizing this pain, you're, giving a name to this pain, which is like that middle process of learning. And then the soul retrieval is recognizing that you don't have to stay here, that everything that you've learned, all this pain, you can transform it into whatever you want. You can fly away from it. You can choose, um, not to stay there. And so I feel like that might be part of what the learning process is for whoever this is resonating for. So thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope this was helpful. I hope it resonated. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.